Oh my God, oh my God, oh my holy God. Hi guys, Steve and I fought for my fortune, creating fortunes for the future. You might be wondering, what the heck am I doing? Well, the wife wanted a garden back patch, so I've dug that up. Creating a pathway for a garden and towards a tap. It's the process, just using some old pavers, secondhand pavers and old concrete that we find around the places to complete the task. These are the very beginning. We bought some pavers, laid them down to see what we want to do with it, put down a boxing, straight edge to guide us along. And in this area with the wheelbarrow will be the garden area, of course. And here's the handsome dude doing the job. And this is partly completed. There's the tap. We need access into it. And it's a job nearly completed. And come down here. Come down here. Then I have to put a footpath down just to get to the tap. So in the process of putting the path down, now I'm going to secure it into the ground, not just leaving it like this. So firstly we're going to do a bit of concreting. We're going to concrete the edge before we put the paves down, and part of it we're just going to use some of the old concretes around the place just to fill up the space, and allows the wife to have a look or come and grow her garden whatever she wishes. At the same token, we've been mulching some of the cuttings,
branches,
the cuttings of the trees that we have chopped, and we've also used that as part of the compost and dug it into the ground, because the ground is brand new. It's a solid ground, it's a virgin ground, and it needs a bit of compost or something to break it down anyway, too much clay in it. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're creating some paradise here at the back of the house, or back at the property. If you have a look down the back here, it's all beautiful bushes, which is part of the family estate, and we're certainly going to look forward to it. And this is the concrete that we're going to be using. It's a builder's mix that we get from Bunning, and we're going to lay some base, like sand base down the bottom also to settle the pavers. But the edges we're just going to concrete and make sure it's held into place. It's only for walking, it's not for cars, but that gives you an idea what we're doing here. It's a garden patch. Well, I'm going to keep making the video, so if you want to see the finished quality, you will see in the beginning of it anyway. That's just the beginning. That's just giving me an idea. But of course, in between all these, I'm just going to give it a certain pattern with using some of the old concrete bits that I found around the place, and just give it a bit of a style at the same token. But anyway, that's a garden patch for you. If you want to do something, this is also a form of exercise. So instead of just going around, walking around the street or going to the gym, doing some gardening around the back of the house can be quite a beneficial exercise format. But anyway, 2025, and it is the new beginning of the month, February I think the 3rd today. And of course, creating fortunes for the future is part of that process, is taking something that you already own, for example, and make the most of it. Most people don't use their backyard, so look in your backyard how you can create a bit of fortune from it. So when the wife grows whatever she uses here, we'll probably save a little bit of, say, buying those vegetables, whatever she's going to grow. I'll leave that to her, and I'm just going to make it gooder for her. Anyway, okay, basically what I'm doing here on the path is dug a little, say, footing. It's not much. It's only just stop the concrete from moving. Lay down some pre-mixed concrete, builder's mix. Then all I'm going to do now is place some pavers on top of it, especially just the first one. And I'm going to move it around or compact it down until I get the level, which should be the same as this boundary or boxing that I have set up. So relatively this end here should be slightly a little bit higher, which means my bubble is going to be up so. It doesn't have to be, because it's only a footpath and it doesn't have to be strong. Like I said, it's only for walking, it's not for driving, but that gives you an idea. A little bit of footing, put a bit of concrete in, and all I'm going to do is lay the concrete down and wet it, and it should settle and lock everything into place while I continue to do the rest of the paving. Well, basically this is what it's going to look like. We're using some just pieces of concrete, and oops, here comes the boss checking out we're checking out the job for us. Does it pass? Oh, no, not really. He's more interested in the sand. Okay, no. Oh my God. No, he wants it dug up again. That's not good. That's not good when the boss said dig it back up again. Unbelievable. Look at that. Boss, why do we need to dig it up again for? What's wrong? What's wrong? Uneven? No? Interesting. The boss said dig it back up. So anyway, that's basically how it's going to look like, and between these gaps we're just going to grout it and make it look pretty good. But basically we're just using up pieces of concrete that we have all around the place and fill it up with tiles, with pavers. This is the latest stage where we are at this point of time. Some sand has been purchased and laid down as a base, and pavers and concrete pieces are set in, and I'm using a bit of concreting just on as a grout for now, but proper grout will be bought and fill in the gaps, just to tighten everything up and hold it into place at the same time, stop any weeds from growing through. So for now, we're on track. Okay, we're in one of the last stage. It's called grouting, putting sand and cement between the gaps, holds everything together. But in this case, I'm just using some dry cement with some builder's mix before I put some grout in it. So it's less grout. It's another way. It's a little bit of a process, but we're certainly getting there. This is the last process, and it's ready. A bit of an artwork also. So this is builder's mix and cement. Fill the gaps up, then you just wet it, and tomorrow we'll continue grouting it, and job's done. I think that piece there, the end piece, that's completed, and that's how it's done. A pathway, just using a lot of second-hand material and leftover pieces of concrete. And something quite productive.
Okay, you've done a wonderful job with this, so wonderful, well done. It's going to be a nice pathway just along the back here, because this area usually gets flooded and wet and yucky, so it'll be a nice area to start using. This is going to be a nice garden along here, so we're going to take them from stages, but yes, it's looking great. Okay.